very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on TV1. We're coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. Let's start off with a look at your top stories.
Debate in Parliament over Mattala Airport. 2 people killed in motor accident in Gulliver. Several areas in Colombo to experience.
Starting off with your local news, residents of Kasagala in Veerakatia have launched a protest alleging that they find it difficult to live in their houses as a result of the construction activities of the Mattala Expressway. The protesters have blocked the Veerakatia-Rana main road from the Kasagala area. The protesters include residents of Veerakatia, Kasagala and Vedigama. Leader of the Janatha Peramuna, Venerable Batar Mulle Silaratna Thera, engaged in an inspection tour of the Mattala International Airport yesterday.
Members of the current government came for an inspection when the Mattala Airport was constructed and said Mahinda Rajapaksa was wrong. What are they doing now? They defeated Mahinda Rajapaksa and took on a good governance government. Now it is people like Chamal Rajapaksa who are in the opposition and they are the ones who come to inspect the Mattala Airport. Both these factions are putting on a charade. Under the leadership of Ranil Wickremesinghe, they are getting ready to sell the Mattala Airport to India for billions. First of all, I'd like to ask our Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, how much a bribe did you get from the Indian government? You took over this government saying you will pay off the debt Mahinda Rajapaksa got into. Please tell the people how much money you all have taken under the table during the secret discussions.
Some tragic news. 2 youths were killed in a motor accident in Thalkiriyagama area in Galevela on the Dambulla-Kurunegala main road. The accident was the result of a collision between a lorry and a motorbike. The motor accident had occurred at around 11 last night when the motorcyclist was unable to control his speed and collided with the lorry from behind while it was taking a turn to a by-road. The 2 youth who were seriously injured died upon admission to the Dambulla-based hospital. The victims, aged 25 and 27, were residents of Samanture. The driver of the lorry has been arrested. The body of a person has been found in Mahelavala DL Oya in Mirigama. The victim has been identified as a 62-year-old who is a resident of Kaliria in Bolana. The victim's relatives say he had gone fishing 2 days ago and not returned home. According to our correspondent, a fishing rod, a torch and a catch of fish were found around 500 meters away from the victim's body. A correspondent said the body of the victim was severely disfigured. The National Water Supply and Drainage Board says a 9-hour water cut will be in effect in several areas in the Colombo district from 9 p.m. tomorrow to 6 a.m. on Saturday for mandatory maintenance services. The water cut will be in effect in all areas from Baseline Road, Kelaniya Flyover Junction to Dematagoda Junction, C Street and suburbs of Colombo 13, 14 and 15. The board added that water supply to Petta will be under low pressure.
The voice of Sri Lanka has resonated. This is the resounding voice of a nation coming together with the strength to serve, to rebuild and to volunteer.
Gammadda V-Force.
In a quick look back at some news from here at home, Chief Opposition Whip Anura Kumara Dissanayake raised questions in Parliament today on handing over the Mattala International Airport to the Government of India. The questions were posed at the subject minister.
Any measure to give the Matale airport to an international ownership could severely threaten the sovereignty and security of Sri Lanka and its people. Even concerning the signing of the agreement for the Hambantota port, the Cabinet of Ministers decided that the agreement should be signed subject to amendments made in Parliament. But what happened eventually was, rather than the agreement being amended, the Prime Minister amended the Cabinet paper. Then he presented that Cabinet paper instead of the previous one, saying it is okay to sign the agreement without the amendments of Parliament. There are security concerns here, which is why such areas which is of national and security interest to the country should consist the intervention of the Parliament for its own awareness. Therefore, I would like to know from the Minister if measures are being taken to present this agreement to these chambers.
The Indian Airport Authority made a proposal not to sell this to them but to enter into a joint venture with us. With that money, we intend to settle this mountain of debt. This is merely a commercial transaction. We will not allow this airport to be used for any military activity. Airport operations will not be given to any outside party. It is the Airport and Aviation Services Limited will control the air navigation system. We have said that this airport should be made an active airport within 5 years. We cannot let this remain idle. We have asked the Indian Airport Authority to give us the business plan for this for discussion.
India Airport Authority එකෙන් ඒ business plan එක අපිට දෙන්න අපිත් එක්ක සාකච්ඡා කරන්න.
තුමා පිළිගන්නවද? ඔව්. දෙවෙනි ගුවන් තොටුපළක්
Do you admit that the need for a second airport in the country has been in discussion for 40 years and that this second airport in Matala can be used at every emergency situation?
අවස්ථාවකදීම පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්කම තිබෙනවා. ඔව්.
Then why are you not keeping this airport in your hands?
Keeping it in our hands is not the issue. We are not giving this to anyone else. Honorable Speaker, this is a joint venture with India. No other country is going to come and go flying off with this airport.
If there was such a requirement for so many years, I would like to ask why this airport, which could not even make a profit of 15,000 rupees a year, incurred so much of losses while they were in government for so long. They took billions of loans.
ඇයි කියලා මං අහන්න කැමති. මේක ඉවර කරලා දැම්මා. කෝටි ගාණක් ණය අරගෙන ඉවර කරලාම දැම්මා.
විදේශීය සමාගම
If it is being given out to a foreign company, there is no such provision to do so under our Aviation Act. If so, we have to amend the Aviation Services Act. It will come into this Parliament. So we will only take the required measures under the necessary legal clauses. We will not make close sheet agreements.
The Adival parade organized by the Capital Maharaja organization begins today. The parade, which began from Selavakani Kovil at Point Pedro, was organized in view of promoting national reconciliation. The Veil Ayudhya has been blessed at 6 Kovils in India. The Adival parade, which will arrive at the premises of the Capital Maharaja organization at Bebru Place, Colombo 2 on the 22nd of this month. An office of Safari Sri Lanka, a project funded by the Australian government, was declared opened in Panama yesterday.
The project is aimed at promoting the tourism industry in the country. The agreement was signed by the High Commissioner of Australia, Bryce Hutchison, in Panama yesterday.
So I'm here in Ampara District to support the Australian government's work in funding activities that will help strengthen the tourism sector here in this part of the Eastern Province. We see that there's huge potential for tourism to help the local economy here, and through Australian government support for the Market Development Facility, which is helping small businesses connect with market opportunities in trying to strengthen the livelihood opportunities for Sri Lankans in and associated with the tourism sector.
And that's all the news we've got for you this afternoon. I'm Charlene Benedict. Thank you for watching.